Hello, beautiful Taurus. Betsy Gutting, intuitive life coach and psychic astrologer, here to speak with you about your gifts, your abilities, your superpower, what you came here to bring to the earth, how you came here to shine and express yourself through this earthly incarnation. Now, I want you to stay to the end of the video because I have 3 tips for you on how to work with your own energy specific for Taurus and how you can increase your happiness and your well-being. And I also have a gift for you, and I'm going to tell you about the gift and how you can get it at the end of the video. So let's get into your sun sign. Now, first of all, the sun, many people think is the personality or the ego or the self-image, but the truth about the sun sign is it is what your soul intended to express when you came into a body, when you took your first breath, what your soul planned to do, to be, to have, to shine. It is you shining your light. So it goes way deeper than the personality. It really goes into your soul and your deepest expression. And with your sun sign, you're always growing. You're always building skills. You're always coming more and more into your true authentic expression. So it's a process. It's not I landed here and I was able to do this and did this for the rest of my life. That's true for some people, but for a lot of us, it's a process of growth and transformation and slow unfolding of our authenticity and our true voice more and more. And speaking of true voice, did you know that Taurus rules the neck? And that you're actually known for your voice. There are many amazing singers, you probably know this, who are Taurians. And you are, many public speakers have the sun sign of Taurus. So you are known for your voice, and it's actually very healing for you to use your voice. Did you know that one's voice is the most powerful healing force for your own physical healing? For your own emotional healing, your voice does it more than anything else. So don't be afraid to talk to yourself, Taurus. I know that sounds probably really kind of weird, but don't be afraid to do it, especially in the car, because that's a really safe place to do that. And in fact, in my book, The Magic of Saying Yes, which is the book right behind me here, I give a lot of different exercises for you to do, for the reader to do. And one of them is what I call freeway prayers, which is just about expressing as loudly as you need to. Yes, that may be yelling in your car, while you're on the freeway, while you're on the road, everything you need to get out, like just getting it out, releasing. So you may want to check that out in my book. I'll leave the link below. You are, Taurus, fixed earth. What is fixed earth? As an element, okay? Every zodiac sign has an element. Fixed is steady, it's predictable, this is the way it is, I know this and I'm doing this. It's just like it sounds, it's fixed. And earth is, of course, everything physical, everything material. So this is why someone may have called you stubborn, the bull, Taurus the bull, because you tend to get an idea or a sense of things and what you like, for example, and you stick with it. You stay with it. You are, again, that word steadfast, it keeps coming up. Like, this is actually one of your superpowers, is your resilience, your endurance, your steadfast. You don't give up, Taurus. You do not give up. You stick with it. You're very methodical. You see the steps, and if you have to change a step or two, you will, but you follow things through. That's incredible. Do you know how rare that is? Do you know how hard that is for mutable signs, for example, that are very changeable and very, very difficult, but you have that ability to stay steady and keep going. In fact, my former father-in-law is a Taurus, and he stayed at the same company for like 35 years. And, honestly, for the last at least 5 years, he really didn't like it at all, maybe even 10 years. But he stayed with it because he knew he was going to have a pension and he knew he was going to be able to do anything he wanted to do after he left. So for him, it worked. It was the right thing for him. Taurus, you are a great decision maker. Why is this? Because you get a gut feeling when it's time to make a decision. And other people may think, what are you doing? What are you waiting around for? Don't you have to go do this thing? Don't you have to make up your mind about this? You will not act. You will not make up your mind until you have a clear sense in your gut, in your body, that it is the right move to make. So you're somebody who really knows how to utilize the wisdom of your body. And that's an amazing gift to have. You love all earthly delights. You are very sensual. The five senses, you perceive and receive life through the five senses. And I actually love that word receive, because so many people have trouble receiving. You know, they give and they give and they give, but receiving back is such a challenge. And for you, it may be something that you work on as well. But the more that you appreciate what you have, and just the fact that you have a body, just the fact that you know, in this earthly playground, you get to give and receive hugs and kisses. And, you know, Spirit told me you like to spoon. Is that true, Taurus? You're going to have to let me know in the comments if you like to spoon. I literally just downloaded that. But I know you have a reputation for being affectionate and for being a really good friend, for just being there for people, for being reliable. Like, people know they can call you when they need someone to talk to, and you will be there for them. Another amazing, amazing quality that you have, Taurus. You are somebody who has challenges with change. Change is not easy for you. You like your comfort zone. You like your comfortable slippers. You like your warm sweaters. You like, you know, whatever comfort is for you. Now, I'm curious about this too for you, because we've had Uranus in Taurus for a little while now. And if you're listening to this video when it first comes out, it's a timeless video, but if you're listening to it when it first comes out, we just went through these massive global changes in 2020 and 2021. And this is partly because Uranus is in Taurus, your sign. So I'm thinking you've had quite a few challenges dealing with change. We've all had to deal with change. We've all had to deal with just complete, massive planetary, global world shifts, and local shifts, of course, too. All of our lives have been upended in one way or another. And Uranus is going to be in Taurus for, several years more still. And so you are learning, Taurus, to accept change. You're learning to just how to accept things that you don't want anyway, but also how to flow with change, how to become like water and move with change. Water is actually a compatible element to Earth. So you can shapeshift yourself into a flowing river and flow over or around these boulders, these obstacles that you might see as we deal with Uranus being in Taurus. You are all about beauty. You probably are quite attractive yourself. Taurians are noted for their beauty and physical attractiveness, male or female, and you look for that in a partner. You love music, again, the throat, the neck, using the voice. I want to talk about your card in the tarot, because every sun sign has a corresponding tarot card of the major arcana. And yours happens to be the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant is a spiritual teacher. And if you can see, there's a lot going on in this card, I know. But if you can see, there is this teacher here with a robe on who's standing on a pedestal. And there are all these worshipers kneeling down, listening, and clearly worshiping whatever this spiritual teacher is sharing. So your archetype, Taurus, is of the spiritual teacher. And when I think of you as a spiritual teacher, I think of you sharing really practical things with people, really helping them move through their earthly life. It's not just about, how to transcend the physical reality. It is about how to live in a body, how to, live a spiritual life while making sure that you have the physical comforts that you need, that your physical needs are met. You're here to balance both of those. And so in so doing, I want to give you 3 tips, as I promised, on how to have more of this physical, material, and spiritual balance in your life. Number 1 tip is challenge yourself by making small changes, like just changing things up in really small ways. For example, you try a different kind of shampoo. I don't know. You try a different kind of food. You cook something, you try new recipes. You cook completely new things every now and then. Why does this matter? How will this make a difference? It gets the part of you that's resistant to change used to small changes. And so when the universe is trying to kind of wake you up, as Uranus and Taurus does, it doesn't have to do it so harshly. If you're already cultivating a little bit of change in your life, you're already cultivating some flexibility and, toning down the rigidity a little bit. Okay. So tip number 2, have a spiritual practice. Many of you probably already do. A really great spiritual practice for you, Taurus, might be doing yoga because it involves the physical body. But you could also do journaling. You could also do prayer. There are many kinds of spiritual practices, of course, forms, chanting, using your voice. Spirit just gave me that one for you. And then tip number 3 is practicing non-attachment, as in Buddhism, as in the Buddha. It said that the Buddha was a Taurus, and the Buddha talked about non-attachment, like enjoying everything in your physical life, but not getting attached to it, knowing that when we leave this body, we can't take anything with us, and that, it's all, none of it's really ours. It's all here. We're borrowing it while we're here. So that's something to try and wrap your mind around. I know that might be challenging for a Taurus, but it will help you to be more present, to worry less, and to feel more secure in the present moment with wherever you are, whatever you have, and knowing that your greatest gifts, your greatest treasures are what is within you. So thank you so much, Taurus, for being here with me, for listening to this video. And I would love to hear in a comment, what, if any of this resonates for you? I also, like I said, I have a gift for you. The gift is a guided meditation that helps you return home to yourself. The link is below to go to my website and download your gift. And if you'd like a personal astrology reading, we just looked at your sun sign. We can look at your moon sign, your rising sign, and all your other placements in your chart, plus what's going on with the current transits. So I can help you through any relationship or career or money transition, anything that feels like you want a solution to it. I also offer coaching sessions, and yeah, check out the links below for my offerings. I would love to work with you. I would love to support you. Taurus, thank you for your presence. Thank you for your thumbs up if you got something from this video, for liking this video, for your comments, and for your subscribe. Subscribe if you want to be able to get the next video. You don't want to miss it. So I'm sending you all my love. Bye, Taurus.